All right, we are recording. Welcome, welcome, you guys. It's happy. What is today? Today's Wednesday. Happy December. What is the date? 15th? Yeah, the 15th. And we're here today. I haven't been live in a while just because we've been so busy at Full Circle Coaching. We've had so many events lately. But I definitely want to celebrate Rosa King. Yay! So Rosa, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Rosa. I've been training with Erin since 2002. She helped me train for my third marathon, the Disney Marathon. And then I trained again with her for my first Ironman in 2004. So Erin and I go way back.
Yeah, I was surprised when she told me the year that it was since I had last seen her. But then we lost contact, and I was a very young new coach at that time. I had just become a coach in 1999. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I knew a lot, but I definitely know way more now. But
Yeah.
where have you been? Where were you between 2004 and 2021?
So I've been training for triathlons for the past 21 years. And the first couple of years, I did on my own until I met you, and then I trained with you. That was in 2004.
Okay.
In 2005, I moved to Georgia.
That's
So
right.
for 12 years, I was in another state. So I was not training with you. I trained on my own. I had a couple of, training groups that I was up there. Get Fit Atlanta.
Okay.
So, and I
Cool.
trained with fellow people out there. And I lived in Woodstock, Georgia, Town
Okay,
Lake
cool.
Parkway.
Yeah, awesome. And so then you got back to Miami. When did you
Yes.
guys move back?
I moved back to Miami in 2017. And I
Okay.
just moved in December. So,
Okay.
I just got back. I had to get all my stuff from storage. And then 2018 is when I decided, I'm going to get back into this triathlon training.
Right.
And then I signed up for Key West triathlon, in Key West. And that's where I saw you. And I said,
Okay.
oh my God, I know her. And you were giving the clinic
clinic.
there. And
Yeah,
I was
what?
like,
And that was 2017? That was 2017?
no, that was 2018.
18. Okay, cool. Awesome.
That
So
was-
that's where we reconnected. I remember seeing you there, and that's awesome. And that was right before, I guess, everything started to shut down, right? That next year in the spring, right? Is everything
Correct. Because once I did that triathlon, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start doing ultra marathon. So I
Okay.
switched over to ultra marathons.
Okay.
And then 2020 is when I finished my last ultra marathon. I ran 50 miles on my own. And
Awesome.
Thank you.
How was that? Like, which one did you do?
I did two. I did the one, oh no, I can't remember. I did the one here in Tampa. I don't
Okay.
remember. And then I did the one in Georgia, Albany, Georgia.
Albany, Georgia. Wow, that's tough. I mean, how do you compare you just did your first half Ironman. We're going to get to that. But how do you compare half Ironman training for ultra running training?
It's different because with marathon training and ultra marathon, you just do one sport. Just
of course.
Move forward.
Right.
So it can sometimes get a little,
mundane.
boring.
Yeah.
And mundane too. So then, but what helps is the loops and your team. Like my family's always there. So I had my daughter fly in, my daughter drove in, and my husband's there. So they're always there. And then I had people from work. I had people that were pace me. They're called pacers. So my coworkers, and they came and paced me for the last 20 miles. One will come in and the other one will take over the last 10 miles, especially in the dark.
Right. That's brutal. Well, I commend you. I had no idea that you'd ever done that. So that's hardcore. So you're definitely going to be ready for Ironman Alaska, which we're going to talk about that in a minute too. But so let's also talk about that. You're a busy woman. Like, how many kids do you have? I know they're not at home now, but you also have a full-time job and you are a loving wife. So talk to us about your lifestyle outside of triathlon and how you fit it all together.
Perfect. Yes, I do work 40 hours plus. Sometimes it's not 40 hours. It's, as a healthcare professional, you work 12-hour shifts, and sometimes they're 13, 14 hours. And then on my days off is when I do my training. And even on my days that I do work 12 hours, I squeeze in that 30 minutes, that 1 hour of training, because you got to squeeze it in there. For me, working out is medicine. Movement is medicine. I squeeze it in there because when I work out and when I go to work, I get to work in a happy mood. My endorphins are running. They call me Miss Sunshine. I'm like, hi, good morning, blah, blah, blah. So, and then I have 3 daughters. So let me go with the first one. The first daughter is Christina.
Yay. And she's in California, right?
Yeah, she's in California. She's 28 years old. She's a physical therapist. She went to school at USC. She loved it and she stayed. So now she's at Stanford University practicing physical therapy.
That's
And my
awesome.
middle daughter, thank you. And my middle daughter, Ashley King, is a nurse. She went to school at Georgia State University, and then she graduated from Augusta University. And now she's in California. She loved California too. So now she moved to California.
Wow, you're losing them to
I
California.
know. I
Wow.
know. I grow them and then they leave. So I don't know. I may have to move out there because my daughter posts all these pictures about her. She's, hiking, and I'm like, ooh. And then she did she did a triathlon near Mammoth Lake, and I'm like, wow, the waters are beautiful. And she lives now near San Francisco, so Alcatraz will be my next event.
Ooh, that's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. You got one more daughter.
Yeah, that's my baby girl, Brooke.
Brooke,
yep.
Awesome.
And Brooke Keene also trains with Aaron. Brooke and Coach Jacqueline helped train her for her first triathlon this year. And each triathlon, she's podium. Yes. And I'm like, it's taken me 21 years for me to podium. She just went out there and
did it, right? And so, and also your daughter Ashley, I got to meet her because she was a buddy this week, right? She was. You brought her as a buddy. You.
Yes, I had a buddy because she's done a couple of relays. She's a strong swimmer. Okay, and that's where she was when we were in Georgia. She would do the swim, and then my other daughters would do the bike, and my niece would do the run. So each one of them played a part. They've, I've been introducing them little by little. So my oldest one has done one in California, and then my little one, Brooke, who you trained, she's done 3 of them, and then she actually won the Max Series one.
I know, and she's coming on Sunday. We're gonna do the Mighty Mujer together with my daughter, Kaya. Kaya and Brooke are gonna race together. I'm so excited, and I'm gonna do the mother-daughter race with Kaya. So we're so excited. But we love Brooke, but we love you too. So Rosa, I just want to commend you on your attitude. 100% of the time, it's a smiley, happy, high energy dance party all the time, right? Every time you come to practice, I love your enthusiasm and I love your excitement. And I just want to share that is so important as you're going into training, right? You say that training for you is medicine. So that makes 100% sense. But let's talk about your journey this year, because we reconnected and you started coaching with me. What month was it? Like April?
It was in May because it was right after Brooke's quinceañera, and I said, I need to get back into seriously training, and I had just done the Sebring, and I've like every race, I just go in there and you get a participation medal, a finisher's medal, but it's the same thing. I'm at the swim, the last one out of the water in my age group. I'm in the bike. I can always find my bike because my bike is the last one there, still standing. And in the run, I may pass a couple of people, but it's the same thing. I finished. And I'm okay with that.
But that completely changed, right? That completely changed. So you joined training with us in May. And I would like to ask you, how do you see the difference between Full Circle Coaching? Because it wasn't Full Circle Coaching back in 2004. I was with a different coaching company, right? It was with my ex-husband. But how do you see, what do you see different about Full Circle Coaching that brought you to your success? Could you name a few things? Yeah, podiums, baby.
First place, baby. Got a teddy bear. I've actually, when they call my name, I'm like, what? And I know a couple of times you waited for me, like, Rosa, hurry up. They're calling the name, they're wording. And I'm there talking with people because I never win. I never win anything.
Well, you can't say that. You cannot say that anymore, right? So Rosa is the athlete of the year for 2021 for Full Circle Coaching, and is so well deserved. Now, you don't have to get on the podium to be the athlete of the year, right? That's not the point. That's not how you get it. It's a whole attitude, right? So you show up to practice and you work hard. Like, there's never a time you come to practice where you don't give it your all, and you love to learn, right? So I've done a lot of things differently with you this year than I ever have before. Like, we did evaluations, we're doing video analysis, right? You're learning how to use your Garmin, and you're learning how to use your heart rate. Yes. And you joined my nutrition program, right? And you're learning how to be a holistic triathlete, drinking your water out of glass bottles. I love you. Taking your perfect aminos to help you recover, and choosing real food, right? So she has implemented the entire program, and the results speak for themselves. And I could not be more proud of you.
Can I run your shoes, please? Yeah. what happens is that, Aaron, you're a proven winner. I've been with you for the past, 21 years that I've known, triathlon. I joined with you for my third marathon. I joined with my first Ironman. And like I said before, my first Ironman, I did it in 14:43. I even finished and I was like, that was it. That wasn't so bad. I finished. So then my second Ironman, I wasn't with you because I was in Georgia and I barely finished. I mean, I barely made the cutoff. And I kept saying, oh my goodness, it's hard training by yourself. You need a team. So what I've gained from Full Circle is that I have teammates, I have coaches, not just you, I have multiple coaches. And when I go to your sessions and when I'm in your group chat, whatever you tell me, I do. If you say, buy a glass water bottle. This is I requested this because we had a work Santa gift exchange, and I said, please, if you're going to give me something, give me a glass water bottle because my coach says plastic is bad for you.
Yes, awesome. I love it. Well, I just appreciate you trusting the process, but the results speak for themselves, right? So how do you feel energetically? Let's go back through all the races because we started in May, and when was your next race? I told you to do sprint, which you were not happy with me.
That's right. I remember because I always sign for the longer races because, that's what I'm used to. Why am I going to pay for a sprint if I do that, that training all the time? But you were like, no, do the sprint. And I'm like, fine. So I did the sprint and guess what? I don't have that medal, but
baby, you got on the podium, baby.
Third place. And I remember you saying to me, I don't have the medal. I got third place. And you're like, you see? And I was like, well, I didn't even think I was fast enough.
Yes, so the deal is strong before long, right? So I'm a big fan of being strong and fast before you go long, because if you only go long, you stay slow, right? You're never going to be at your potential at the longer distance. So for me, I include sprint distance races in all my athletes. So you did that race, you got on the podium. That was the first time ever after freaking 21 years. That's so crazy, but it's because you showed up, you did the work, you were consistent, right? You paid attention to your pacing. You changed your run form. Let's talk about that because that was the next race. We did run essentials together, right?
Yes. So I had the Olympic race on a Sunday and you had the running clinic on Saturday. I signed up for that and whatever you said, I did. You said zero drop shoes. I bought zero drop shoes. You said salt in the water. Whatever you told me, I did, baby. 30 minutes before the race, take a banana. That's what I did. Eat your avocado and your sweet potato and your boiled egg. That's what I did. What you said, I did. And so I went on Saturday. You gave me the proper. You explained the proper form. And then after that clinic, I rushed over to the race clinic itself. And then there I learned even more tips. You told me you're doing an Olympic. You're going to need 30 minutes before you start a race, a goo, and then you're going to need 2 of them in your bike. So that's what I did. That's the difference between now and back in the days when I was training on my own. I didn't have a nutrition plan. That's where I was lacking. I was lacking. Cool. Yeah, I was feeling fatigued towards the end and I would always push, but it's just, I didn't have that energy towards the end to push harder and to last longer and feel stronger at the end.
Yeah, you got to put gas in the Ferrari, right? The Ferrari doesn't go fast unless you put gas in it, right? And you guys know I'm not a big fan of sugar, but when you're racing, sugar makes you go fast, right? So I do recommend, if you're going to eat a gel, look for a better ingredient gel, like try to get organic. I love Cliff Shots because they are organic, but those are fine. You got to do what works for you. But I knew after you reported your fastest 10K off the bike in that Olympic distance race. And you were like, you just implemented all the quick light steps and the falling forward that you had learned the day before, right? It's so easy when you actually take the time that you're training and make some adjustments that help you improve in the moment, right? It's not rocket science. It's not hard, but so many times people are just unwilling to change what they're doing to get a better result. But it seems so simple to me. And I just want to appreciate you so much for taking the chance, right? To do something different. Because you argued with me. No, I'm not going to do a lip sprint. No, I'm not going to change the way I do things, right? So I appreciate you, trusting the process and giving it a go. Like it doesn't always work as good as it does with you, Rosa, I have to say, but I can say we've had some amazing success. So then we wanted to go longer, right? You signed up for the half marathon or half Ironman at Miami, man. And we were ready, right? You were totally dialed in. You got in those long bike rides. You got in those long runs. And let's tell the result of that one.
First place.
place.
I was like, what? I'm always shocked when people, because people must think I'm like, oh my God. When people tell me, I'm like, are you sure? Are you kidding me? You're playing with me. And then when I see my name, oh my goodness, I just get so excited. I was so happy. I was even doing a victory dance at the end.
Yes. And so, yeah, but it wasn't like a straight journey. Like there were some setbacks. You actually did some strength training. You worked with Athletics Rehab, which is my partner,
Yes.
right? So Rosa, when she was swimming, she really wasn't engaging in her lats. And so she's been working with them ever since the run clinic to help her just kind of get that core engagement that you can't get if you come to a training program and we're running all the time. Sometimes you need that one-on-one attention to really learn how to engage the proper muscles to get the job done. Right. So you definitely feel like they helped you as far as your swimming and engaging your
because
core.
I also had work stress. I had
Oh,
tight
that's
shoulders.
right. I remember your neck.
From working on the computer, and I was blaming it on the bike. So I was like, Coach Dennis, you fitted me on the bike, and Aaron, what happened? So, and it wasn't their fault. It was from work. And I'm like, wow, because when I started working with them, and then Coach Jacqueline had told me, get a foam roller. So whatever you've been telling me, I've been doing, I've been investing on myself because I am important,
Yeah.
I raised my family and I take care of my patients at work, but now it comes down to me that I need to take care of myself so I can, live longer, so I can help more people and influence more people and encourage more people.
Yeah.
So
I love that so much. I love that so much. And also your husband and your family, I have never seen better cheerleaders in my entire life. Like they show up for every single thing you do. And even when you guys went on vacation to see your daughter in San Francisco, like they were all there watching you swim in the freezing cold water. I was like, oh my God, they are awesome.
Yeah, it's so funny because my daughter's like, oh, I'm gonna go visit you for Thanksgiving. I'm thinking in back ahead, that's perfect. A chance to go swim in that San Francisco Bay, 58-degree water. Let's do it. So I brought my wetsuit and I told my daughter, I know we're supposed to be spending time, but can we get into San Francisco Bay? She goes, sure. And they actually liked it. They enjoyed it. I hope they like it. They come with me. They're there cheering me on. They're proud of me. And that's what makes me proud, because when they were younger, I was their biggest cheerleader. I was right behind them, cheering them on the cheerleading squad, cheering them on the track, cheering in the pool. So now they're cheering me on.
They're cheering you on. And what's the big goal? Because why were you practicing swimming in 58-degree water? Do you want to tell everybody?
Because I am doing Ironman Alaska, baby. I'm turning the big 5-0 next year, and I'm going out in a blaze of glory. I need an epic adventure, and I decided I've never been to Alaska, and I signed up. And then I remember I asked you, you think I can do Ironman Alaska? And you said, well, yeah, I can see, we may have to do a couple of different kind of training. And I'm like, okay, good, because I already signed up for it.
I love that. And we have plenty of time. The fact that you did so well at Miami Man, I mean, you're ready for the longer distance. So we have the whole spring planned out, right? So I'm not worried at all. We are going to have to do some training for the hills because it is a little mountainous, right? And then the cold water is just one of those things that we're going to be doing. I'm going to ask you to start doing cold water ice baths, right, on a regular basis, so that becomes not an issue, right? You know how I love Wim Hof breathing and all that stuff. So I can't remember. Are you coming to camp with us?
Yes, I signed up. I work, but I'm going to hustle with people. Hey, you work for me here. I work for you another day. I get it done because I went to your triathlon camp back in the days, 17 years ago. And, I was successful in that Ironman. So here I am again.
Yeah. So Ultimate Tri Camp, we do ice baths. So you're going to learn how to use them as a tool for your own training and your own cold adaptation. And you feel the amazing benefits. You get a euphoric high after you do the ice bath. It's awesome. And talk about recovering from your training. It's insane. So I'm so excited for 2022. It's going to be freaking awesome. So I just want to congratulate you so much. Is there anything else you want to say, or anyone you want to thank, or, this is your moment, Rosa?
I want to first start off with thanking you, Coach Aaron, for believing in me and pushing me. I love training with the Full Circle team because I have all these friends. I've done ultra marathons, and it's a lonely sport. You have your family, but while there's not really much people to train. I tell people, I'm going to run 30 miles. Anybody want to join me?
Hell no.
But now here that I'm doing the triathlon, I have people to swim, bike, run. There's all kinds of different gyms that we go to, different parks that we go to, and everywhere. Even if I go to Hobie Beach at a different time, there's always somebody there. I'm like, oh, hey, Adriana, hey, Christopher,
right?
Hey, Beta, hey, Andres. I see so many people that I've known We have good team, camaraderie. We all help each other. We all give each other tips. We compete among ourselves in our own race, but when we train with each other. We help each other out. And I love all the coaches, Coach Ollie, Coach Domingo, Coach Jacqueline, Coach Dennis, Homestead,
Yay.
Coach Aaron, and all my teammates. And I want to thank my husband,
Yes.
the king.
Yeah, he's a rock star, man. He's awesome.
Rockstar.
Yes.
He's around here somewhere. He's around here somewhere. So
Mike, we love you, Mike. You're awesome.
and he loves that I cook more now.
That's right. Hey, Mike.
Thank you.
Thanks for being such a huge supporter of Rosa's training. It does take sacrifice to have your wife always training, but you're always there as the best cheerleader, and I truly appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. She has a lot of fun, and thank you for all the food tips. We're all eating good now.
Awesome. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. All right, Rosa. Well, I'm so happy. Is there anything else you want to say or share?
Come join me. Everybody says, Rosa, how are you doing this? Well, come, let's join with, Coach Aaron. She's a proven winner. Even if you don't know how to swim, she can get you there. And if you don't know how to bike, among us, we can all share a bike. We can, tell you where to get a bike.
Yeah.
And in running, just, get a pair of shoes. Doesn't have to be the latest technology, but get a pair of shoes for right now. Start, and then you can invest in yourself to a, higher quality. Just start, just jump in. I didn't know how to swim 21 years ago. I took a swimming class at Miami-Dade, and here I am. Look at me now doing Ironman.
Yep.
A lot of people think, oh, I don't have the money. You don't have to have a lot of money. You just need little basic stuff. Within years you get, you upgrade. I just got a new bike, and there's 17-year-old bikes. Yes, a BMC, because Coach Aaron, whatever Coach Aaron says, that's the one I get.
I love you,
Because,
Rosa.
she's a proven winner. She gets results. So if it works for her, that's what I'm going to do. So I say, come join me. Anybody don't know how to swim, we'll get you there. If you don't have a bike, we'll get you there too. Don't know how to run, you can walk it there. Get it done. Help
Love
yourself. Movement is medicine. Dancing is medicine. Do it for yourself.
Yes, and we have so much fun. So thank you so much. I'm so excited for 2022. You are going to become an Ironman. And I wanted to say, you said you're going out. You're going to burn out. No, but 50, we're just starting, girl. I'm 51. We got lots more, right? Lots more.
And that's another good thing about training in your group. I meet a lot of 50-year-olds, and I'm thinking, you know what? If that's what 50-year-olds look like, count me in. There's Adriana, there's Beta, there's you, there's Elise, there's all these, and then now there's going to be me next year. Not yet.
Exactly.
I'm going to bring
Let's not rush it. All right, love you so much. Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you. Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome. Happy holidays. Bye, you guys. Have a good night.
Bye.